Hey there, Commanders. Welcome to another exciting Steel Division 2 match. I'm your host, Too Old for Gaming, and we're back here battling over World War II in round one of the tournament. We've got two S-tier divisions playing against each other. On the Allies to your left in red is CaptPandesal playing 2nd Infantry. And on the right, we have Not Norway playing Panzer Lehr for the Axis. So, looks like should be an interesting engagement. Not a whole lot of fast-moving vehicles here. No flamethrower teams or anything coming up to the front line. We got a whole platoon of just pioneers heading to guard this flag. And Puma getting some overwatch here. Probably take out the M8. Kind of surprised he's doing the modifier for penetration. But a lot of stuff coming out. The grill is going to hurt. Same with those Panzer IVs. Let's check out the north. Looks like Cap's got some 60mm mortars firing, smoking, so he can get his Rangers in here. Nice moves. He's going to have to fight a recon team. And I think he's in close enough to start using his Tommy guns and grease guns. There's a Panzer Shrek team back here being positioned appropriately. And it looks like Cap has positioned a Marauders team here to spot everything. And if there was a rush across, he could take him out with that bazooka. So, pretty strong entry here. He's taken the flag on the opposite side of the river. He's going to have to watch out for the half-track who is fleeing. The Rifles leader does have a bazooka. I'm kind of surprised he isn't moving that over yet. Where is he going with these? Okay, he must be looking at something else at the moment. And it looks like we just got defenses set up here. Puma did knock out the M8, which I figured would happen. We've got a 6-pounder set up to guard the road here, but I don't think Not Norway is going to make any attempts to get across. FW190 G8 coming in to bomb those Rangers. What's going to happen? Oh, that was huge. If you can rush in with that half-track, those guys are going to surrender. Caps wisely hit the fallback command on all of them. They're being chased down with MG42 fire from the half-track. Rifles leader engaging the Panzergren team, stopping them from advancing. The Rangers have got fast feet. Is he going to keep going? He is. Might run right into the Marauders team. Really should just gotta move this up just a little bit, disengage, and he could take that out. 60 mils falling on the Panzer Grenadiers, and they are pinned and almost wiped out, so the leader should take them out. And he should be able to run in and nail this 251/1. So Cap soundedly winning that even after getting forced off. But another Panzer Grenadier team coming in. Probably just to hold this flag. I hear machine gun fire down here somewhere. Looks like a basics team tried to make it across. Got stopped by MG34s. FW190 G8 coming back in. Who's he going for this time? Going for the 6-pounder, but pulls away after he sees the M16. Got two M16s here. I think they buffed them in the recent patch and made them a little bit better. They're really good against infantry. Super fun to use. Where's he going now? Okay, so he's taking it back up north. He wants to get that flag back. And he blind fires. Almost hits the leader, but doesn't. And you can hear the M16 firing at him, but I don't think he's going to be able to hit him. Yeah, he's falling back. He might be wounded. It might take a little bit longer for him to come back into the match. Cap moving in a Sherman to reinforce his position here. But Not Norway bringing in more and more Panzer Grenadiers. These guys are 25 points. Sometimes it's so weird how they price these guys in each deck for balance. The Marauders finally get in the action and knock out the 251/1 that was holding up the Rangers. But getting spotted and wiped out really fast by the dual MG42s. Should retreat this leader. He's on a move order, which means he's going to die. Not Norway using these 251/1s to good effect. Oh, the engineers do make it out of the truck before they get killed. Is he going to get his bomb off? Yep. TNT goes out, so say goodbye to those guys. And the Rangers keep getting pushed back. He's going to move up the M14, but definitely dangerous with Panzer Shreks in every unit. He's brought in 2 more 60s back here. Not a terrible move. He can suppress these guys and surrender them. Once he takes that hilltop, he should move up that Sherman and hold that position. FW-90 comes back in. I don't know if this is a second one, probably, and absolutely blows away the engineers. M16's continuing to move forward to get fire on the position, but these guys are so light. They're only a 60-point anti-aircraft gun. Really not that great alone. So 60s falling right behind the enemy's position. Those ones getting quite close, and they're pinned. Rangers could come in. It looks like Cap's planning on taking them out. So we're locked in at a 12-12. It looks like Not Norway took the flag right below here. Got some engineers guarding. So Captain will have to take this position back. Shouldn't be too difficult. And he does get the surrender with the Rangers after the mortar suppression. Basics now coming across, fording the river. We're going to run right into that dual MG42 fire, unfortunately. Plus this guy right here. Really surprised, both sides, no infantry recon. And no recon aircraft. We see the Pumas, and we have the M8 at the beginning, but another bomb goes off on the Rangers up here. I'm just such a stickler for reconnaissance. And down on the lower half of the match, we've got 107s with radios firing at all the Axis equipment here. I'm guessing trying to take out that Guerrilla, who has been firing away. He's got 9 rounds left, and Puma's triple vetted due to this leader here, and this leader is only 25 points. So a nice armored group coming forward. Wow, and a Panzer Shrek team. If they're going to hit probably some bazookas here. And my guess is that Cap is focused up at the top of the map. Puma makes it through, but Cap notices. He's going to try and cut him off. He's still out of range. Going to move down one more house. He's lost this flag. We've got Panzergrens fording the river. A little late to the party, the M157 coming in. Where's he going to drop that? Going to try and make it here, but the Puma is just racing forward. And he might be able to take out these mortars down here. Now, it looks like Cap has made a breakthrough and taken another flag to the north, but I don't want to miss the action down here. Rangers still haven't done anything, but that was a huge opportunity miss. They did get a round off and knocked out one of the half-tracks, but the Guerrilla just immediately knocks them out. And the Puma's here to wipe out the mortars. Oh, no. He needs a Sherman or an aircraft, something, even a Stewart over there, ASAP. And unfortunately, he's going to have to fight even harder because these Panzer Grenadiers are going to get into this house. I'm surprised they haven't been wiped yet. Taking a while. And Cap is trying to mortar him. Here comes the Sherman. So, Not Norway really taking advantage of his breakthrough here. There's really nothing to stop him. The M157 is way out of position at the moment. Needs to move forward out of that spot, and he still won't have a good angle here. So one mortar survives. He's going to try and mortar the Puma. The Puma could take out. He could take out the Sherman. He's got him on a hunt order. He needs recon. Really needs recon. They both need recon. We got recon here. Vehicle recon with Panzer Lehr. No infantry. Captain really needs some reconnaissance. So here comes the mortars, just missing, and the Puma's getting a jump on the Sherman. He's got APCR turned off, though, so he's bouncing rounds. He's on a move order, and he dies. So I know everyone's against using APCR, but I would say if you were in a Puma and you're seeing a Sherman, I would leave it on, in my opinion. So Cap's done a great job of getting his Rangers into some deep cover, but he's got nothing up here. And it looks like he lost his Sherman right there to this, probably this Panther D. So he's got to get those M1 guns up here. And like a 30 cal or a 50 cal. He's got that setup right here. He just needs to duplicate it up north. He also has this M1 here, and now he's got a Bofors, so should be able to push off the FW-90s. M8's moving in, doing a good job of wiping out the Panzergrens with these Basics teams. Basics have M1 carbine, so it gives them a little bit more range for CQB. And the FW-190 comes back in. Can he get pushed off? He does. So, finally enough anti-aircraft. The Cap's about to mortar himself. I think he was paying attention. So, the town rush down here really working out well for Not Norway. And guys, it's a tie game right now. What a great match. Now we're seeing the P-47s come in. Oh, miss. That sucks. I'm sorry. M4 Sherman about to get hit by the SBW 234/1. Again, no recon. Cap, bring in recon, man. You need it. Panther rushing in. Should be able to easily knock out that M4 unless he can get side shot. Side on this guy is only 45 mils. So that Sherman on the move can go right through it. But he has to be in an ambush position, and he's going to lose his leader right now. Starting to see some commando teams in here helping out, keep these Panzergrens from moving forward and taking another flag. Sherman wisely backing off. He's got to back off his leader. His leader is going to die right now. That's a big loss. And the Panther D is going to knock out the Sherman. So this whole side's cleared again. Not Norway, a little bit out of position here. Did not see the Rangers going across. And these Marauders have the ability to, probably, if they can take this guy out, maybe this guy, that you can move through this town and knock out the Panther. And another rush from Not Norway in a different sector. So more Panzer Grenadiers moving into the town, this time from the middle of the map. And Captain has moved forward some basics, but going to be pretty hard to continue advancing with the equipment they have. He's starting to go across the river here as well, but he's going to face this Panther D. There's another one coming in. So at this time, it's a 13-11 in favor of the Axis. Verbal Wind heading to the front line to try and defend against the P-47. M16 not spotting the Panzergren team, and the P-47 comes in, misses again. Wow. That's rough. You would think he'd be able to knock out that lightly armored recon car. These 7/1s are pretty strong. Obviously, you don't want to tangle with this guy either. So, some projection of power here with the engineers, but the Panther D, spotting the basics, trying to make it in the house, has to fall back. Engineers are really exposed too, so if the Panzergren spot them, they're going to get hit by the Panther. Reinforcing his position up here, and these guys don't have AT, though. Gotta get some AT. P-47 coming in to hit the Panther D. Can he do it this time? No! Just strip that pilot. He's gotta go. They gotta have better people for the American Air Force. I don't believe it. Ranger Rars finally in position to do some damage. All right, that's good. See if he can walk him down this way. He's in range of taking out the Panther D, and this guy's out of position, so he can wipe this stuff out down here if he doesn't get spotted, but getting more and more pressure. Wow, this is a bit risky. Verbal Wind moving forward to the front line. Really doesn't want to get hit by the P-47s. Cap reinforcing his position with a rifles leader and another rifles team, a late one, so they have dual BARs. Back to a 12-12. Man, this is tough. I feel worried about the breakthrough that's about to happen here. It's gonna happen at some point. I haven't watched this match yet, but it's got a gut feeling. 251/1s taking advantage of the lack of anti-tank. He's got his commander out here in the open. He's got to move that guy out of the way. Little surprised he's not pushing forward here. Just content with holding his position. Maybe he's worried about the Air Force. Rifles leader gets knocked out by the FW-190s. Wow. Aces on one side. Just rejects on the other. Engineers got spotted for a second. Verbal Wind going to come in and do some damage. Let's see how long they last. About 3 seconds. Another Sherman coming into the front line. We're in Phase B. Cap has to have some things that can penetrate through the frontal armor of these Panthers. M5 anti-tank guns or something. M10 Hellcats with APCR or... Excuse me, M10... what's the name of it? I forget. M18 Hellcats or M10 something. Let me get a chance to look at his build. So he's lost the bridge flag, so it's back to Not Norway winning at the moment, 13-11. This M16 is just waiting to die as soon as he gets spotted. Now we're finally seeing some anti-tank, but on a very strange order. M16 is destroyed as soon as he's spotted. So good call in with the M576. I'm guessing this was a mistake. Or he didn't check the routing, which I am absolutely guilty of, bringing things in, just putting a marker on the map and not seeing where they're coming in. So he's probably going to lose that unless he catches it. He's got a 105 in here with a resupply. What's he going for? Doesn't show me at the moment since it's over. Maybe right here? Verbal event. No. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was this Panther that moved. Not Norway using more recon. Gonna keep saying it, Cap. You gotta bring in recon. You had those marauders, but looks like they've all died out. So like a full company of Panzer Grenadiers in here with support right now, and just this Panzer IV holding off in the back. This is get like an M5 right here. So is that he's gonna put it there? No, he's putting it down here. P-47 gets pushed away. Anti-aircraft way too close, so good call. He actually dies. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. Rifle team's seeing somebody. Oh, these Panzer Gruns over here. And the M4 Sherman in here, triple vetted with the leader. Should be able to do some damage once they get into machine gun range, but they're just out. Another Panther leader heading to the front line to give extra veterancy. And now, here we go. This is where I thought he should put it, but he might be exposed by running it around the front. We'll see if he can make it there without getting knocked out. Sherman gets his round off. The loader's knocked out on the Panzer IV, but the Panther D is in to provide support. Knocks out the Panzer IV. Panther D, though, he should retreat. Should retreat. Doesn't see it. So he's going to lose that battle. Rangers end up wiping out a Panzer Grenadier team down here, but they get spotted. Got too aggressive after he killed them off and stayed visible. Rifles late coming in. There's not much here. And here's the M18 Hellcat. Okay, great. I like seeing these in 2 or 3 at a time, though, because they only have 20 millimeters of armor. They're going to get knocked out by this recon car. He's in range, too, and he's got APCR on. Oh, wow, one-shots it. And now we see some good artillery. These guys have just been sitting here the entire game out of the 105. And more 60s coming in. Not a bad call, but really, I'd like to see AT guns and heavy machine guns stabilize the front line and then push forward. So another P-47 call in. Let's see if he can do something this time. He's got to remember his verbal event right here. So he's not going to make it. And the M1 gun got spotted by somebody. I'm really shocked he's got this guy hanging out right here. So another P-47 goes down. 60's falling directly on this Panzer Grenadier team. They knock out the 251/1. The 250/9s are coming in to suppress the Rangers and Rifles team. These guys got caught out in the open trying to move. Hellcat here, though, knocks out the Panther D. Huge kill. Wisely retreats to get into position and hide again. Really good moves there. And so Not Norway is doing what I was suggesting. He's reinforcing his front line with heavy machine guns. He's got enough tanks that he really doesn't need AT, but maybe now that that Panther's gone, yeah, he probably should bring an AT gun or another Panzer IV. Got the Panther in the middle here. And he can get knocked out. Let's see what happens. He lines up fast enough. Ooh, just missed. Ugh. The unvetted. Second infantry failure today with accuracy. Double bounce. So, not going to happen. And these 60s are going for the Verbleven. So this thing, hopefully, will get knocked out. With a 250/9, it's facing no resistance. Yeah, you got to move your Hellcat. He's going the hard way. He's got to face these other guys. M5 just hanging out back here. And then a 60 goes down. Hellcat does manage to knock out the recon car, but he's taking fire from a Panzer IIIH. Panzer IIIH, not a great tank in 44, but can definitely blow up a Hellcat. Hellcat's moving out of range. So good micro by Captain over here. Let's check out the north. So he's maintained control of the position. Now he's got his recon team in here with the bazooka, but he can't... I don't think he can see any of this. And this is pretty light. If you got a bazooka team in here or an AT gun up here, might be able to clear it out. But again, you gotta have reconnaissance. Know what's going on. So we're seeing a Rhino. This is one of the earlier ones with just 120 mils, so meh. Still hasn't knocked this guy out yet. I'm surprised. It looks like he tried taking out the 7/1 at some point and did not. Panzer IVH costs 70 in Panzer Lehr. So 2 for 140 isn't bad. How much is the Rhino? 90? Not so bad. Panther got his transmission damaged, but they did knock out the M1. M2 heavy machine gun trying to take out the 7/1, gets him to retreat. We're starting to see some demolition teams being brought into the town. Right now it's a 13-11. FW90 G8 comes in. He's going to try and hit that 50 kill. But we've got Bofors down here now, and the P-47 is going to try and blow somebody up, and he gets pushed away by the Verbleven. He's got to take that out. Another FW90 managed to get through. I'm not sure what he took out down here. But he did get his bombs off. Boy, what a great match, guys. Really fun to watch. So we've got mortars up here that are fully loaded and ready to rock and roll once you can start spotting things. Can you? I can't remember. I think you can put them on defensive fire. Might as well just throw them all on defensive fire right here. So you can wipe them out, but he's got that foothold. Got an AT gun here, but it's 1,500 meters just right here, so... Not Norway making another breakthrough in a different sector, spotting the basics, going to wipe this out here, and testing the front line to see what's there with another half-track who is immediately blown to smithereens. Your sacrifice will be remembered. So, effective use of leadership. He's got 2 down here. He should probably move that one around by Not Norway. Cap's brought in several, but they just keep dying. Looks like he lost his Hellcat to the Panzer III. We've got another one coming in, which, again, I'd call him 2 at a time. That other M5 that was down here got destroyed. Get someone up here. Could do some damage, but they're going to take machine gun fire if they're in close. So, wow, it's got a ton of stuff coming. Hellcat just needs to use range, and there's not really the ability here. He's got to get that M5 into cover. And Not Norway taking another flag, making it a 15-9. So we got a demo team stuck out here in the open. This one here needs to move into position. Captain focusing on the armored assault here. Does he kill anything? No. Too much anti-aircraft. Might die again. Blitz coming to repair stuff and resupply. Probably this guy. No, he's got tons of ammo. The Browning's still putting in work. Might be able to take out the half-track. I feel like they never do, though. They typically suppress and fall back. M5 knocks something out, but he's got APCRs on. Doesn't need that for anything here, just the Panthers. Now the Rifles team is destroyed. And it looks like he's going to repair the Panther D leader. Get him mobile again. 60 still not firing yet. And so the only foothold at the moment Captain has is just this hilltop. He's got no AT. It looks like he lost his reconnaissance team. $50 cal and half-track. Just can't pen. I don't think there's a pen value for that, is it? No. Just damage. So Captain bringing in long toms to try to blow up this armored assault. M5 gets just up 20 feet further. Start putting in work, but these guys got a ton of machine guns on board. Be risky. It just swung something back to a 10-14. Not sure what flag that was. This one. So the M5 uses his last APCR shell, and now we'll be using AP. Blows up the half-track. Needs to move forward just slightly. You can start taking out the Panzer IVHs one at a time, but he's getting spotted by two, which is bad. It's a lot of machine gun fire. Gets one. Super lucky here. Hellcat coming to the rescue. And the M5 is almost fully suppressed. Again, that's a ton of machine gun fire. It knocks out the leader. That's big, too. Hellcat getting in range. Did he hit him or miss? I can't tell if that was a hit or a miss. Oh, a Panzer IV misses. Driver's killed. Oh, misses again. Oh, no, the Hellcat missed. Wow. Getting really lucky. And he knocks him out. He better retreat, though. He's too suppressed. And he gets killed off. But the Rhino could easily take out the Panzer IVH. More AT coming up here. And Recon. Moving into the town. I think he just wants to use the bazookas. So, on the ridge, the mortars still haven't fired. And the Rangers are caught out in the open against a full platoon of Pioneers. LMG teams not in use. And nothing back here to prevent a push breakthrough. There's an M1, but he's facing this road. And boy, is there a lot of stuff here. Now the 60s are going. If he only knew how much was here with recon could have thrown those 155s in and maybe taken out something. So Pioneers are falling back, but they're going to start spotting these guys, and these 20 mils are just going to kill everything. These guys are only 30 points. Good use of half-tracks by Not Norway. 15-9, 7 minutes on the tick timer. Look at these basics here. A Rhino trying to cut things off here. Not a bad move. Panzer IV goes down to the Rhino. I think, no, it went down to the M1. Surprised we haven't seen more M8s. I think we only saw one in the entire match. All right. Rhino should be able to knock out this Panzer Grenadier team, but there's a Panther D coming in. He's on a hunt order, going back to the original position here. He might run into a bit of an ambush, but... Oh no, he can't see anything. And here comes that breakthrough I was talking about. So we got a single Rangers team and a Rhino coming forward, but, I mean, these guys can penetrate 135 millimeters of armor, so it's kind of worthless to have that extra armor and spend the money on it. Captain noticing the problem. And we got the hated Nebelwerfer 300s here. Ground firing to try and suppress or destroy the enemy. Rhino spots a Gepard, knocks one out. And the Rangers take a direct hit, 2 direct hits from the 300s, and are wiped. M1 in position to take that Gepard out. No, the Panther, he side shots him, gets 1 pen, and he doesn't know what to do. He's going both ways, but he pens the Rhino. And unfortunately, there's just too many targets. Shooter's knocked out, that's huge. But he's going to keep firing at the Panther and bouncing instead of killing off the Panzer IVs. Yeah, he can't get through at 115. It's got 120 mils of armor. Rifles team's coming to P-47 here. Can he make it in? No, it loses sights. Doesn't get his rockets off. Wow, bad luck there. 16-8 at the moment, 5 minutes to go. Now we got 2 Panthers here in the town. All these disheartened basics starting to fall back from enemy fire. And we've got Long Tom still focused down here. Here comes that breakthrough. 3 recon cars. He's got anti-aircraft. He's got Panzer IVs. He's got a Panther, a leader who is forgotten at the moment, but another Rhino who goes down, and holy cow. Talk about a blitzkrieg here. Marauders coming in to try to do something. Are they going to get one? Well, one goes down. The other team can take out one of these half-tracks. Takes out a half-track. They're going to get spotted now. Countless rounds of 8mm coming their way. The entire building collapses. And they get pinned behind the rubble. I guess that's good for them. 17-7. And the rifles team out here. These guys don't have bazookas. Captain moving away. What's he going for now? He's trying to take out the Panther D down here. The Rhino is dueling him. Never going to win that battle. And he dies. Same with this M1. He needs those M5s to get through the front of these Panther Ds. P-47, again, facing endless 20mm fire. And he is destroyed. Ranger Marauders in a new building. Looks like they took out another half-track. Take out a Panzer IV-H. As they're throwing everything. And they're going to take out another one right here. Wow. This guy's a hero. M1 gun trying to get into position. The assault falling apart. No infantry behind it. Here comes the infantry to hold the flag. But less than 2 minutes on the timer. And Captain's going to be pretty much cut off up here on the north half of the map. Reinforcements coming down to the bottom here. Demolition teams. If any of those 60s were left, he could use those to smoke in advance. Things will kill absolutely everything. Long Tom's focused on the Panther D in radio range. Same with the 105. Really wants to knock that guy out. The M157, though, just going to bounce, give up his position, and die. Another P-47 is killed off, and we've got another 300 here, probably taking out the commander? Oh, rough. It's 18-6, 20 seconds left in the match. Might get a major defeat here for the Allies, giving a major victory to the Axis, so they'll get 2 points on the scoreboard in the tournament. I don't know where the cutoff is. If Cap can push him off this flag, it might change it to a minor, or this one. But time runs out, and the Axis get a major victory. Take a look at the team stats. So, Captain, 1990 to 1440. On the Americans, looks like the 107 did pretty okay. The Marauder team is taking out 2 Panzer IVs and a half-track M8 at the beginning. Take out 2 half-tracks. Sherman takes out several and a Panzer IV. Hellcat takes out a Panther, a couple half-tracks, and a recon car. M576 takes out a couple tanks and half-tracks. M1 more and more half-tracks. Marauders, again, doing very well. This was the assault. This is Bohr. It was at the very end of the match. Did a really great job using everything he had to destroy that little blitz. Take a look at the kills for Not Norway. Really did well. Didn't see a ton of these. Puma takes out the M8 and the 107 due to his aggressiveness. FW90 really doing more than it should. Panther D takes out 2 Rhinos and a Hellcat and a Sherman. His Panzerschreck team. Dinkelbauer took out literally a platoon of men. Panther D taking out more Shermans. 234/1 taking out an M16. A Ranger team, Verbal Wind, takes out a P47. Another Panzergren punching above their weight. Got more P47s going down here. Recon cars being used aggressively, taking out mortars and marauders. Pioneers blowing up demolition groups. Wow. So just absolutely destroyed. Even the Gepard getting in on the action here, taking out infantry and AT guns. And this guy takes out 2 P47s. That's so many points. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That's our second of 6 battles in round 1 here of the tournament. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. I'll see you in it. Take care. Bye.